and then wait.
Oh, I didn't count it down. My bad. Anyways, welcome back to Rage Crates. Uh, really quick, everyone's name. We have. Uh, am I supposed to say like everyone's real name? I legitimately forgot how this goes. Alright, we have our DM. We have
Ashling.
Ashling, and this is not good. This is the failed intro.
Saya.
Okay. So there we go, Saya. There's Ashley, Saya, and Kate, our other two members. Unfortunately, one will not be able to join today for personal reasons, and we are picking up our monk. He will be here shortly. A recap from last session would have to be. I believe the main point is Saya. She and he were brutally beaten by a raging bull, and now he has been turned to stone. And it's up to Saya to find out if she can unfreeze him. If you want a full in-depth recap, you should check out our Discord, where after every session we have a full-length kind of little story to tell you what happened in the whole episode. And you can also check out our YouTube, which will have highlights and updates posted after every single session. All right, we can now start.
All right then. I believe we shall begin with Saya, who is frantic, discombobulated, and just out of tune as she is making her way down to Franklin's.
Yeah, that's where I was headed. I mean, that's where I was going originally, was to Franklin's. I because that's where we left off. I was thinking about if going to Franklin's is the best move for me personally. I don't know if it is. I also don't have the right sheet in front of me, so I need to grab this.
Well,
Thank you. No, I'm good now.
I can't do any NPC roleplay until you get there because he is currently made of stone.
He is 100% made of stone. How far away from the inn have I gone at this point?
I'd say you'd be like halfway towards Franklin's and the inn.
Is it more than 120 feet away? Directly,
yes.
Not around walls, directly.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? I scoop up he. The bull has wandered off because it has no interest in me.
He's a lot heavier now.
Yeah. He's made of stone. I have 1 hit point. I'm just barely alive, running around. I am going to. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Franklin's because it's my best bet. Because while the rest of the group maybe is a little wary of him right now, I still have hope for him, I guess. He's my best bet. If I go see Jack, Jack's just gonna take the cloak back from me and not help me. And my other option was terrible, 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 so we're just not even gonna talk about it. So to Franklin's we go, me running in the dark in my cloak and hood. So I'm not really seen by anyone.
Okay.
That's my decision.
With that, you arrive towards the doors of Franklin's, and the gates are actually open. There don't appear to be any guards at it immediately. Franklin's actually, it looks like he just closed the door behind him as he went inside.
Cool. I'm gonna frantic, hurried knocks on the door, like Franklin, it's Saya. I need your help. Please open the door.
It takes a second before he opens the door, looks you up and down, just... Excuse me?
I need your help. Please let me in.
I could tell that. Come on, come in.
And I'm like just juggling he, like trying not to, being very careful of to not drop him. I imagined he like kind of froze with his wings out, and I know you mentioned that he like had his hand out because he was gonna try to like protect me. So I imagine he's got like wings unfurled and hand out. So I'm trying not to like knock him into a wall. Like I'm very protective over him right now.
He's not fragile. He's stronger than your structure.
Okay, cool. So I'm definitely trying not to break down anything. It's good to know I could catapult him though.
Yeah, you could. You pick up. You're like juggling he, and he's like, oh, "Come to my office."
Thanks. I'm gonna go in, like following him with he in my hands. He is the most precious cargo.
Mm. So as he sits, as Franklin sits down, looks at this piece of artwork you've displayed. Fine craftsmanship. I see why you were so protective of it.
I met the bull.
Oh,
Yeah,
you met Bessie.
yeah. I met Bessie. It would be really great if you could fix this. I knew.
Hello, Will.
I will welcome. So I've returned to Franklin, and I've kind of got him. I'm like, I just kind of keep adjusting him, like maybe like a grandmother would when she like fixes mugs on a table in front of her guests. Like, it's not quite the right angle for it to be sitting down at. So I just keep like making minor changes to him because I'm like fretting over him and go, yeah. So I met Bessie. I'm almost dead, and like I'm gonna gesture to my body that's like very badly like bloodied, and they go, but I'm more concerned about he. Can you fix the petrification?
I'm not sure if Franklin's ever met he.
So this is he. Can you fix his petrification? He's my dragon, and I would like him fixed.
I'm a little bit confused.
Okay, ask questions and I shall answer them.
Why were you out at night?
I was coming to see you.
At night.
Yeah.
I would have, but when I'd be closed.
Well, I figured you wouldn't be asleep yet, and this is kind of urgent. But more urgently is the dragon.
Oh, okay. I can't cure petrification.
Okay, who can?
Strong clerics.
God, you don't have anything for this. You've got all of these tricks. You've got hidden rooms behind your library, but you can't fix this.
I don't see how those two separate existences of what I can do would connect or relate to petrification. I have things, not everything.
I know you don't have everything. I figured you would have something. Okay. Oh God, I need to fix him. Do you know who would be able to fix him? I don't know any clerics.
Personally, no.
All the connections you have in the city, and you don't have anybody who would even have something remotely to fix him?
Curing petrification is very difficult. It requires very high-tiered magic.
Great.
Or, in some cases, less tiered, but considering this was done by a Gorgon, this would require high-tier magic.
Okay. Good to know. High tier magic.
He's like, I can look through a book, perhaps, and see what I can do, but I don't have anything that could just cancel out petrification in an instant.
Doesn't even need to be instantaneous. I can still look over him, but while you're looking for books, since he's going to be stuck like this for a while,
You want a drink?
yes, desperately. And I'm gonna like reach my hands out, just waiting for a cup to be in it.
You're handed like a small glass tipped to the brim with whiskey, and he pours himself another. Just, what was so urgent that you had to risk this?
I have questions that I feel you might be able to answer. Most importantly, being what Bradivar is looking. I know what Bradivar is looking for. Well, I know sort of what he's looking for, and I'm hoping you can help. Um, he's looking for relics, constructed magic, and I'm hoping that you have a book that would talk about something in it, even if it's not in this language. I can read it. It doesn't matter. I need to figure this out. You know, Jack.
I
Go ahead, Franklin.
Jack.
He
Yeah,
runs a shop with
it's a magic
multiple
shop,
things
yeah.
in it. Yeah, he needs to get out of the city without anyone knowing, and I need to help
Okay.
get him out.
Why?
Very long, very convoluted story.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that you can help. I don't know what I need really, and I'm gonna like sit down and put my hands on my head and go, this is so much more than I agreed to sign up with, and like the knowledge and weight of everything that's happened to me in the last 2 weeks kind of like comes crashing down on me.
I see. And my condolences, I suppose. I'm not. This is not something I was expecting tonight, or ever.
I know. I'm sorry. I need knowledge and information, and you seemed like the best place to get it. And I kind of like look around me a little bit and go, there's just eyes everywhere.
He pulls out that lantern again, starts peering about the room. I don't say anything.
That's a relief for once. Okay. Do you have any books on ancient relics?
I've heard of a few ancient relics in my time, usually through children's tales and fables. If you're regarding artifacts, those are beyond impossible to come across.
I'm not looking for you to have them, just information about them, even if it's someone's journal from somewhere.
I can take a look for certain.
Okay. These are the issues that I have right now. I need to make myself useful for Redbriar and Bradivar. I need to get Jack out of the city without anyone being able to find him ever again. And then there's this, and I'm gonna like lean back and hold my drink. I'm pointing at Heat, and I'm gonna sigh really big, and then just like shoot the drink back in one go, and then slam it down on or not slam it, but like place it really heavy on the table, like just
Pop.
Yeah.
I'll take a look if I can find anything. I suppose if it's to help your friend here, I can do what I can. But in terms of relics, nothing off the top of my head. I've had to do some investigations.
Okay. I can live with that.
I'm more attuned to what happens in the city rather than what goes beyond it.
It's fine. What's the best way to get someone out of the city without being detected?
I have access to the sewers. They would lead quite a few places out of the city and for long, long stretches.
Do you have a map of the sewers? Or if I asked you of a location, would you be able to tell me
I
where the
have
sewers run
partial maps of the sewers. I've had people go down there to cartographers go down there trying to make maps. It's like a maze. They get lost easy. Sometimes they don't come back.
Good to know. Did the sewers run under every building? Like if I were to, say, burn a shop down, would someone be able to sneak out?
I'd say it'd be roughly every street, yeah.
That's good to know. I might be able to get someone out that way.
You wish to help an individual leave this town for complicated purposes. And go where?
Away far away so that they can't be tracked and never hunted down and can live free.
So beyond our world.
Wherever they want to go. But if you have a way to get beyond our world, that would be interesting. A way that they wouldn't be able to be tracked, or it'd be so hard to track them, no one would bother.
I don't have power to take us away from the Hollow.
No, but I have a feeling that you have a book on it, or know of someone who might. You seem to know a lot of things, Franklin, so I put a lot of faith in you.
There are books on islands beyond the Hollow that exists. One of them called Jick, perhaps. Some tales around it, although no one's ever been successfully able to navigate where it is.
Okay.
Other than that, there's, well, you can take your best bet within the provinces of this nation and hope things don't go against you if you're being hunted. And then the third option, and the least likely, is to move to an entirely different plane of existence altogether.
Right. What do you know of the Arcane Assistants?
Pretty powerful mage academy.
What about the ways that they have to track people?
Typically very strong divination magic, even such as the scrying spell. Sometimes they can imbue objects with divination magic to track people.
What about something that would be able to block that?
There are simple magic items that can do such. I would imagine your friend probably has possession of one. I think what Jack wants is to be able to escape without being caught by by an untrained eye that happened to be lucky one day. He has to go somewhere. Just because he's being hunted doesn't mean they need magic to find him. There's more to it than that in this world. Otherwise, we'd just be in limbo.
He needs to go somewhere. Okay, what about... This is so much. I'm so tired. I'm gonna, lean my head down and just put it on the table. I kind of, pick it up softly and keep, bouncing it on the table a little bit. Like a think. You're smarter than this, Saya. Think. Think. I'm exhausted, Franklin.
I can tell. Yeah.
It's more than just being tired of everything else. I don't remember ever not being exhausted.
You can stay here the night.
That would be wonderful if you wouldn't mind, so I don't have to make the trek back and run the risk of dying more.
Okay. I have a couple guest rooms you could probably stay in.
That would be wonderful. You are a godsend. I'm gonna collect he in my hands. Just, cradling him.
Yeah, you're led to your room, you kind of lie in your bed. Eventually you have to put he to the side as he's crushing your lungs.
I'm gonna do something that I would have never done before, and I'm gonna put he down, and when I'm sure no one else isn't everyone's gone and asleep for the night, I'm gonna kneel at the side of my bed, and I'm gonna pray to our patrons, to the Sphinx, just for guidance, I guess. I'm gonna kind of get on my knees, and I'm gonna clasp my hands like I would have seen someone do at some point, and I'm gonna kind of sit there and go, this is silly. I don't know that anyone can even hear me. And I'm gonna pray to the Sphinx and say, our patrons I don't know that you can hear me. I don't know that you would want to. I don't know why you've picked me or us, any of us really. I don't know what I'm doing. I can barely keep myself alive, and the first chance someone gets to help me and look at what I've done to them. If you have any guidance for any of these impossible tasks we seem to be facing, now would be the time to help. And then I'm going to kind of, like, sit there and, like, open my eyes and, like, watch as, like, nothing happens. And then I'm going to kind of sigh heavily and just, like, crawl into my bed and go to sleep. The Sphinx went to the wrong house.
In time, you eventually awaken, as does everybody else. Some of you notice that your barbarian friend seems to be tending to some business of his own within town. Was talking with the bartender about something. Other than that, the rest of you are free to do as you please. To an extent, of course.
I'm gonna wake up and I guess go downstairs to the shop. I don't know if I'm leaving or not yet, but I'm gonna at least wake up and go downstairs.
You move downstairs and get to the bottom, at which point you just see Franklin in his office working as if he had never moved.
I'm gonna walk up to him and say, "Do you ever sleep?" And I'm still holding he.
Alright. I forgot you were here. How are you?
I've slept. I don't know if that answers your question. That's all I have to offer at this moment.
Look, I mean, if this dragon is that important to you, then perhaps you should consider taking your time. Sometimes the worst thing we can do is discover what we can do in the short term.
I understand.
It's not like he's aging.
It's fair. Okay. Well, thank you. And if you think of anything relating to the relics, if you know anything, you know where to find me.
I'd have to keep investigating. There are tales of relics that exist in this world, but specifically, I can't come up with anything.
That's fine. Like I said, you know where to find me. I appreciate you trying at least.
Mm.
And I'm gonna, like, salute off and throw my hood up and then, leave.
And you proceed out the door with this dragon in your hands.
This just carrying a stone dragon, and I'm gonna head. I'm gonna head to the inn.
I feel like in the meantime, at the inn, Aisling has woken up and she's like, "Where's Saya?" And then she's gonna go to Saya's room and just knock on her door, like, repeatedly, until she's like, she's probably drunk, and she's just like knocking on her door and hoping to get a response out of her.
It takes a little bit of time before you hear Saya's voice. It's just like, what is it?
Aisling's gonna go. She's gonna, like, "Can I come in?" And she's gonna, like, pull the doorknob and, like, peek in.
The door opens for you. You see Saya standing there. Yeah?
That's weird.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
Uh-oh. Okay. Panic. Wee woo. Okay.
I was, sorry, I was busy last night. Something, caught my eye. As usual.
Sounds about right. Do you want to come eat breakfast?
I'd love to eat breakfast.
Let's,
What are you having?
Oh, no.
I don't whatever the inn has.
I'll be with you in a second.
Are you sure?
Well, I can't go right now.
Okay.
Why not?
I don't have my shoes on. And you can see she's barefoot.
Okay. And she'll walk out the door, but what she wants to, I want to do an insight check when she walks out the door. Like when the door's closed.
You have nothing to suspect.
Oh. Okay. Seems weird.
Give a reason.
Okay, fine. I'll go downstairs and I'll just swing my legs back and forth and hum
Oh,
while I eat
fuck.
breakfast. I know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
It's new.
You proceed downstairs, and standing at their usual place is Barney, just tending to the bar. And he seems to have walked back in after fetching something from a closet or a storage room. And then, of course, you have Kate and Farquhar. I did get those names right. Or did I get those names wrong?
You got him right.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
First thing Farquhar's going to do is get the obligatory morning drink.
Okay.
Aisling is gonna, when she sees him like drinking in the morning, she's gonna go, again, I don't understand why you guys like this stuff. And then she's gonna be like, can I have orange juice?
You know what? It warms the body and get the engine kickstarting.
I think I'll stick to my orange juice.
You receive an orange juice from Barney. He just kind of he stays where he is. He just kind of places down stuff on the table. But, well, I mean, he'll move out and then hand you stuff and then move back. But other than that, not much.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Kate and say, good morning! Like in this overly obnoxious, like, happy tone.
Hi.
How did you sleep last night?
I didn't really sleep.
Aren't you
Planning.
tired?
Not really. Just excited.
What are you excited for?
The new day, the adventures it will bring us, what randomness will happen. That's what I'm excited for.
Giant.
As long as we don't flip random switches, we should be good.
Hey, that was an oversight. Will not happen again.
My friend, knowing us, I highly doubt that.
Say's just gonna
Next
turn to
time
her
we'll
orange
just-
juice to do that.
Maybe next time we'll flip a switch and not be in a crowded public area that could burn down. Or isn't attached to anything that has sentimental value to a person.
I'm gonna clap him on the back and be like, see, that's the spirit. We're getting somewhere.
Ashling's just gonna turn to her orange juice and like sip with like both hands holding it, like completely like childlike, and just like look up to the stairs and see if Say is coming.
Eventually she does come down and sit beside the both of you, all of you. And says, so let's begin. In the meantime, one of you is approaching the doors of the Sliming Sail as Aisling exits and walks over to you, Saya. Says, oh, hey, we already made a move on.
A move on what?
Well, we already made we were making our way over to Franklin's, and some of them got lost. I think they went to the marketplace. I can show you.
Aisling, what are you doing by yourself? You're normally with somebody.
I'm with you now.
Well, where is everyone else? Well, how?
Like I
hold
said,
on.
in the market.
Wait a minute. You guys have been to Franklin's how many times? How would you guys have gotten lost?
Well, I think one one of us decided to trail off and get something about magic.
Which one of you trailed off?
I keep forgetting their name, but I'm pretty sure it was the tiefling.
I would never.
I'm also confused how she can see me because I have the cloak on.
You're not
put up.
invisible.
I know.
You can still be seen.
I know, it's weird.
You're not invisible.
Right.
Like,
But I still have he in my hands. And Aisling
yeah,
has not
she looks
said
down at
anything
you
it.
and sees this just. What is that?
Aisling, you don't know what this is?
Well, I mean, it appears to be a dragon made of.
Right.
You get it?
Aisling, why don't you come inside with me? I have to change my shoes. I just want to head up to my room really quick and change my shoes. Why don't you come with me?
Your shoes look fine.
They're hurting my feet. And I'm gonna move to the door and open the front door.
You move to the door and it's just like. It's kind of locked for a second. I'm gonna go through the back door and try that one. She proceeds down the other side of the building.
I'm going to... Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm going to, like, how far is the door from the corner of the building? Like, would it be like one step for me to turn and look around the side, or would I have to, like...
No, you'd have to move down you'd have to move down a bit.
I'm gonna try the door again. It's still locked?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna hold he and, like, very carefully walk to the side of the building to see if I can see her. I haven't gone around the building yet. I've just walked far enough down that I can see down the side.
You look down the side, you don't see her, you see just a pair, like, you just see, like, the tree where all the birds had died the other day, and then you hadn't really noticed this before because it's mostly covered in bushes, but there is, like, a set of open cellar doors.
I'm not going to go into a basement, but that is not a move I would make. I'm carrying precious cargo right now, and even though I know that I could launch he and he would take out something, I'm not going to do that to him. That'd be very disrespectful, and I want to go put him in my room so he's safe. So I'm going to go walk back to the front door and start banging on it.
Okay, you begin banging on the door. Everybody on the inside looks up as, like, and this Saya at the table says, that's interesting. I'm gonna go check something in my room. Stands up and walks up the stairs.
That was strange. Who do you think's at the door?
Whoever's at the door, if they can't get in, they're not supposed to be in.
Aisling is gonna go to the door and open it and be like, hello! Like, welcome.
Yeah. You proceed to open the door and you see Saya with a petrified key in her hand. She's like about to knock again, like right before she hits you in the forehead.
And I'm gonna say, did you come in from the cellar?
What are you talking about? I thought you went to go to your room.
Aisling, I've been at Franklin's all night. I just got back and the door was locked. And you met me out front and said that the group was in the market. And then...
You know, as Barney looks up at all this, like, pardon, you were just here.
Where did the other me go?
What do you mean, other you?
You said I was just here. Where did I go?
Are you telling me you jumped out one of the windows?
Franklin, I'm gonna ask this question, or not Franklin, Barney, I'm gonna ask this question one more time, and I'm gonna be really, really specific about it. You said I was just here. When I got up and walked away, where did I go? Just answer that question. Do not give me another question. And I'm gonna have like I'm gonna pull up a firebolt so it's like in my hand. I'm not throwing anything, but I'm very paranoid. I'm very weirded out right now, and I've got like he in one hand that like I'm struggling to hold on to, and a firebolt in the other hand. Like where was I?
You went upstairs? I don't appreciate
To my room?
your tone.
And I'm gonna go to my room, and then I'm gonna like turn around and I'm gonna like bolt towards my room.
Okay, you proceed up the stairs towards your room. He's like, I didn't think this would happen again.
Again? Okay, hold up. Ashling's gonna walk up to him like really innocent and be like, "What's happening?"
It's only something I've heard about, but people who have the ability to impose as others and be imposters of those in the city, I thought they were gone.
Why were they here before?
Take people's identities.
What do they do with them?
I don't know. No one knows what the original ones did. They just sometimes they take their place, and no one knows the difference. Doppelgangers.
What did they call themselves, if they did call themselves anything?
They wouldn't call themselves anything. They'd only call themselves by what they were to fake. Whatever they became was their new identity. They hardly knew themselves. My mother always told me about these creatures. And he looks very worried.
Okay, Aisling is like, hold up, this is not happening. And she's just kind of like back away, and
I might have something to help. And he walks over to a drawer, pulls out what seems to be a small gem. Says, you can see through doppelgangers' disguises with this.
Aisling will put her hand out. Can I have it?
I suppose so.
That
Not
seems like a very specific item to have.
My mother gave it to
Like
me.
that is super specific to a point.
It sees through illusionary magic. I usually use it to make sure there's no criminals in my bar. I assume it might work on a doppelganger unless they can actually change their physical shape.
Okay.
At this point, I will now stand up.
Can I
It
have
seems
one
like we
more
all have to
tanker
go upstairs then.
Aisling is going to take the stone and look at Hecate and like stay away from him, because now she doesn't know who is who, and she's just gonna kind of like stay away and then walk up the stairs.
Barney just like, I need to get a fucking weapon or something. And he walks away he walks over to like this mounted axe on the wall. And he's like, this'll do.
Farquhar's going to ask Barney if he can have another tankard of alcohol.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
one
Yeah. He walks
Priorities,
back.
Farquhar.
He walks back and hands you a small tankard. Like, I'm not going to make you pay right now, but do pay me later.
Don't worry, I'll pay back for the alcohol, and I'm going to walk up the steps.
Okay.
So yeah, you're at the foot of your door, and you're just kind of standing there.
I'm oh God, it's my room and I'm terrified. I'm gonna put he down, like outside my door, like just outside the door frame, and just put him down there. Does the door swing in or out? It swings in.
It's
into the room?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Yes,
put him
into the
there
room.
so that he can't get hurt by anything. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna come right back for you. You just stay there.
It's
It'll be fine.
tougher than you are.
I know he's tougher than me. I still fret over him because he might be able to hear me in his state, and I want him to know I love him. So I'm gonna just be very careful with
Okay,
what he's
you
doing
proceed
here.
to the door. Yeah,
And
the
I'm
door's there.
I've got the firebolt in my hand still, and I'm gonna open the door and do like one of those like kind of throw it open so like it creaks open all the way and I can see into the room. Yeah, like one of those.
You walk into the room and you see what appears to be yourself, like sitting on the bed and speaking to someone just outside the window. And right outside the window appears to be just like someone who's climbing in and just like, I don't know why you want me in here, but sure. As you see Tripwire walking, he's like, well, what's going on?
Tripwire! Tripwire, it's not me!
Huh?
Tripwire, would I ever make you climb in a window to come up to me?
Yes.
I would throw you out of a window. I would never bring you into my room. Get out now!
The other say looks at Tripwire and says, and just like look at Tripwire and says, She like looks just as confused as you are, and just what happened? Why do you have? She's looking at like the petrified. And Tripwire looks at like, excuse me. And at this point, you notice that you and the other version of yourself are both wearing the same type of cloak. And he's like, I'm a little confused here. Is something happening?
Yes,
like,
Tripwire. Something is happening, and
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either, but you are very clearly in the way of my firebolt. So if you would just skedaddle out of my room, because I don't like people in my room.
I feel like at this point, Aisling comes running in. She's like, Saya! Like runs into the middle.
Yeah,
of the
Aisling walks in.
I hear you coming, and I've got like my firebolt hand, and I put it out, and I immediately stick my hand out, like to the side street to catch you, because I'm like, I don't want anybody in here. I want everybody behind
just like red rovers into your arm.
Just fucking shit.
And she's gonna like peer over your arm and be like, I knew it. And she's gonna take the little gem and like look through the gem at the Saya near the window.
What?
You look through the gem at the Saya near the window. You're not getting anything.
Oh. Then I'm gonna look at Saya next to me through the gem.
Also nothing.
Really? It sees through illusion magic. I'm still wearing my
headband. Unless they change their form physically.
Sees through illusion magic. I suppose you'd see her half-orc features then.
But you wouldn't see it on the doppelganger because the doppelganger wouldn't know.
At which point you can see that. At which point this simulacrum of Saya seems to notice this is an issue. Runs over to Tripwire quickly, like smacks into him, and then you see two Tripwires hit the ground, and they're both what the? And they're like looking at each other. Hey, what's up?
Damn it, Tripwire! I told you to move. You don't ever listen to me. Now I gotta shoot both of you.
Saya's gonna like put the gem in her pocket and be like, aha! And then hold on, let me look at spells really quickly. Oh shoot, what do I want to do?
At which point you hear like these a small series of footsteps coming up the stairs. Like, okay, guys, I'm back. Excuse me, as you see a third Tripwire walk up and look at these other two Tripwires.
All right.
Frogger's gonna look around and look down at his drink. Dear Christ, what the fuck did I put in this thing?
I'm gonna turn to Frog and say, "You're not drunk."
Am I drunk?
I have an idea of a simple solution for this.
Yeah, I think I do too. But hey, Kate, you can go first.
Oh no, I want to
There's
hear
a
a simple
ball stuff
solution.
blowing up.
It seems to
Actually, yes, it does.
Oh dear Christ.
no, we're not
I'm very
blowing
worried for
anything up.
this now.
It seems to me that these things don't have our memories. Otherwise, when I ran into Ashling at the front door, she would have known who he was, and she didn't. So, and I'm going to turn my attention to the 3 tripwires. There was a box in your wall. What is the one
That I mistakenly burned. Sorry.
I'm just gonna we're not getting into that right now, Kate. And I'm gonna say,
I'm going.
what's the one thing that survived?
All of them look at each other and then look at you. Just one of them's like, "Excuse me." The other one says, "You blew up my box." And the last one's like, "I'm pretty sure it was the ring, right?"
Yes, tripwire, come here now. Run this way.
And that tripwire like runs behind. He's like, "Okay." And he knows he has his ring on, whereas the other 2 do not.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Wait, you blew up my box?"
You already knew
I
that.
thought you knew.
He did, which is why the right one wearing the wedding ring is behind me, and the other 2 are the imposters.
But it could have been that they saw him with the ring on because he was wearing it, and then just transformed into him with the ring.
But still, we brought it up to now. We accidentally blew up.
Did I tell him I blew up the box?
Yes,
You did,
knows,
because you met him.
and we
Yeah,
gave
Sam-
him what the stuff that we found,
Yeah.
and then he was
Sam
like, "I'm
kinda
done with
acted
you
like a-
guys."
They kind of acted like our disappointed mother and made us tell them.
Yeah.
You're right.
So he would know that the box was blown up, and he would be wearing his wedding ring because we gave it back to him. He would know what was left behind. So because one of them said, "Excuse me," and then the other one said, "You blew up my box," and now we've got the right tripwire who said it was my wedding ring.
Listen, is it time to start kicking me out?
I'm gonna say,
Barney at this point has come up with the axe and he just sees these 3 tripwires. Okay.
Barney,
Ashley's gonna look at him and like, your gem doesn't work.
I'm gonna say, all right, well,
Says, sure, and he takes the gem from you and looks at it and he's like, oh.
I mean,
looks at Zira and that one's the imposter. She's not a human.
I'm gonna take off
I think
my
Wait, what?
headband and say, "I was never human, asshole," and then put it right back on.
Farquhar is immediately going to drop his tankard.
Did Ace know you were a half orc?
no. So at this point, she's gonna say, "I like your pretty skin, the other kind." She's just gonna be like, "It was green like the woods."
I'm gonna say, "Oh my god, okay, hi, half orc, headband does a thing. We can address all of this later. Very clearly, there's 3 of this guy in the room, and he is the right one. Those 2 are the imposters. You can either help us, Barney, or you can go back downstairs. I don't give a shit which, but one of you assholes is getting a fireball to the face, and I'm gonna pull up my fireball.
You notice
and I'm gonna
Tripwire's
launch it."
door opens from his room and it says, "What's all this about?" And he walks out and sees all this. Why are there 3 of me?
Okay, I'm gonna turn to that
Tripwire, how many
tripwire.
cousins do you have?
None.
I'm gonna turn to that tripwire and say, "What was the only thing to survive from your box?"
My ring. I'm wearing it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that one and the one that I thought was real, and I'm gonna hold both of them in one hand, and with the other hand, I'm gonna cast a fireball at the doppelgangers because I'm gonna we have 2 possible candidates.
Okay,
For
you
sure,
send
those
a
are no
fire.
good.
That's gonna destroy part of the building.
I will pay for the building.
Okay.
I did
They'll
not
make dex
ask how
saves.
big the room was. I said cast fireball.
Okay. Sure, you cast fireball. It kind of explodes at the window, so it doesn't hit the rest of you, I guess. They'll make their dex saves.
No, it's not fireball, firebolt. I apologize.
Which one are you hitting?
I'm gonna hit the one on the right.
Please
I
don't
guess.
fireball the entire room.
I'm
Okay.
not. I'm gonna
Roll
hit
the
the one on the
hits.
right. It's a fire. No, it's a firebolt, not a fireball. I apologize. And it's
Okay,
a
yeah.
hit. It's a hit. I have to roll for it,
Mm-hmm.
which it's gonna hit because that's a 19. So
That hits.
yeah. 1d10. So let me grab that bad boy. Which one is that? It's this one. Wait, that didn't land. Okay, that is a 7.
7 damage.
Yeah, it does 7 fire damage.
You shoot the firebolt at the tripwire and Ray's like, oh, damn it, oh, frick! And the other one's like, oh, okay!
I have the 2 in
The
my
other
hand
two, like,
still.
look panicked as well. Like, all these different tripwires are freaking out.
I have the 2 tripwires in my hand still, and I'm gonna get a firebolt ready in my hand again, and I'm gonna turn to the other one, and I'm gonna say, now here's the thing. Tripwire's okay. You know, he's useful in situations. But if you're gonna pick one of us to impersonate, you should probably make it a better one. Because I'm not afraid to hit Tripwire with a firebolt. Tell us why you're here. And I'm like, bored face now. My best poker face of like, I don't care about you, and I will burn all of you.
The other tripwire who just got shot gets up and like, ow! He's just like, why'd you do that?
Because you're not really Tripwire. Now, why are you here, and why are you doing this?
The other two with the rings look confused. The other one that didn't get shot looks confused. They all just don't want. They all look like they just don't want to be shot by fire. And Barney's looking back at everything. Just, I'm very confused.
That's okay, Barney. I'm gonna start counting down. So I'm gonna go 10, 9.
Whoa, who are you shooting?
Whoever I feel like it, which means it could be any one of you four. Do you like those odds, or are you gonna
The
tell me?
tripwires in your hands are going to try to escape.
Ah! I hold them. I'm holding them. I'm not gonna shoot you
make
two yet.
Make 2 grapple checks.
While I'm making the grapple check, I am gonna say I'm not shooting either of you yet. Those 2 are feeling my wrath first. 2 grapple checks. I got.
Yep.
What do I add to my grapple? What is that?
Athletics. So in her case, a negative.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not terrible. It's a 15 and a 16, because I rolled a 16 and a 17.
Okay, one of them does manage to get out of your grasp. The other one's still stuck.
Okay.
And they're all just like, this is ridiculous. Brian says, okay, there has to be a better solution than all this. You are literally destroying my place.
I will pay you for your place, Barney. You do not want to fuck with me right now. Now, which one of you, whose bright idea was it to come into town and try to impersonate me? I do not take kindly to this.
They'll look it back and forth at each other. Just the one that just got hit by the firebolt like points at the one you're carrying.
I'm going to turn to the rest of the group, to Aisling and Hecate and Farquhar, and say, nothing's ever easy. Why can nothing ever be easy? I just, like, one day where something terrible doesn't happen. Whoa.
Ashling's gonna be like, I didn't know you guys could do this. I thought everyone was the way they were. That's how it was up in the mountains.
Right.
We have a lot to talk about after we're finished here, but instead of throwing fire around in a
looks past all of you.
building,
Go on, there's another one.
There's another one?
good.
Yeah, he like points down the hall.
Tripwire, get in here. If your name is Tripwire, get in the room.
I don't think that's the command you wanted to give.
You do not see anything. He's like, he just hid. I can go after him.
Yes, Barney, please. Oh, no, that's a terrible idea. Nope, Barney, you are not going. One of you guys are going.
Somebody go.
I'll go.
Yeah, because I'll be able to ask
I'll-
questions.
I'll go with a K just to make sure he doesn't get.
Jesus, the last thing we need is to deal with this. I just want to fix my friend.
Wait, before I do that, I'm gonna take. Okay, hold on. I'm going to. Oh wait, hold on. I'm trying to look at my equipment. I'm gonna take like some extra cloth from like a pair of clothes, and I'm gonna kind of like rip it, and I'm gonna put it, like, tell them to, like, tie it on their wrists, but cover it under their sleeves so that they don't know, like, so that if someone tried to impersonate them, they wouldn't see the cloth underneath and they wouldn't know to transform into that.
Except that they transform with the clothing, so I don't know if that applies to everything that can be seen that's worn, or like if it matches down to the underwear.
One way to find out.
Somebody grab a tripwire.
You already have one.
I know, but we need 2 tripwires to see if they have matching underwear.
All the tripwires immediately are just like, that's not happening. At which point, Kate and Farquhar, you both go into the room where the other tripwire was spotted, and you can make perception checks.
Alright.
How many of these things are there?
And why are they all in my room?
Not all of them anymore.
I got a... Is that a... 12.
12? You're not seeing anything. Farquhar? You'll do it. I know it.
We can't hear you, Will.
I was big down minding myself.
Okay, what'd you roll?
16 on perception.
Okay, you start looking back and forth. You think you see him for a second, but you look beyond the not there. At which point, you notice one of the tripwires that was released from your grasp, Sayora, quickly grabs one of the keys off of Barney's belt, runs over to the room they're in and locks it. Deadlock key. And then...
Ashley goes, well, that one's definitely bad. And then she's gonna...
That one turns into you, Aisling. Yeah,
What?
kind of.
And Aisling is gonna be like, this is enough! And she's going to, first off, she's gonna cast, hold on, let me think about this really quickly. Okay, wait a minute. I think I have something.
While she's figuring this out, I'm still holding this one tripwire, and I'm gonna, like, turn him and look at him and go, well, you're you. And then I'm gonna put him on my shoulders like you would a toddler.
Okay, Barney,
Okay.
like, he's like, panicking, raises his axe, and then swings for Saya.
What?
As you notice, the axe itself turns into this goop, and his whole body does as well. And your AC is 10, so that hits.
What is happening? Okay,
Barney
also, okay,
is
we
an
need to get
imposter.
everyone in the room. We need to get everyone in the room. I have a
is a
spell for
goopy
this.
imposter.
You take 6 psychic damage, actually bludgeoning
Oh,
damage,
great.
and 7 psychic damage, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
This is not good.
Yeah. No. We're gonna use the sparkle dice. Feeling sparkly. And you said wisdom save?
Yep.
Please. I don't think a 7 or that's 7 plus 1. I don't think 8 saves me.
Yeah.
We're going down in a goopy around.
Okay then. That fails.
Yeah, it does. So, are you gonna make one for Tripwire too, because he's on my shoulders, or is that not the
It's
real?
a single target.
Oh. Am I gonna turn to goop?
I don't think so. You take 7 more psychic damage, and you look around. You're not sure where you are or who these people are.
Oh, cool. Memory loss. I'm incredibly fucked up.
And this, like, Barney version that's now becoming more and more goop is just... Interesting.
Oh no, I think he's taking my brain.
Yeah, just send me
An alien.
just send me a list of all your skill proficiencies.
Oh, shoot!
Oh
Okay, well, meanwhile, Saya is, or not Saya, what am I? Aisling. Aisling is gonna run up to this whole mess that's happening inside the door and outside the door. And she is going to cast Moonbeam. And this is a 250-foot range and 5 feet wide.
Okay.
And when the creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn that starts there, or for the first time on a turn, or it starts there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames causing searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. A shape changer must make its saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Roll for initiative.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Hayden.
Oh, come on!
I sent it to you.
This was the good dice.
Those are your I meant
everything?
skills proficiencies.
Oh, I got it.
Your skills are proficient in.
I got it. I apologize.
Well,
No
I
problem.
got an 8 for my initiative. I'm switching dice.
8, you say? Fun.
But can I still cast Moonbeam, or am I, like, no longer...
You can still cast Moonbeam just on your turn.
Okay.
Well, isn't it a surprise attack?
No, they're perfectly aware you're there.
But they don't know she's gonna attack.
No, they're predicting. One of them just revealed himself, the other one attacked you.
Oh. Who are you people? I don't like
You know, that's the one that's Aisling, the other one that's Barkley, just be a person. And what did everybody else get?
Oh, I didn't roll for initiative. I'm gonna not roll for initiative because I don't know what's going on and I don't want to fight anyone.
Well, you understand you're in danger.
I swear, if you kill me, Saya,
I got
I'm gonna
I got
come
a
back from the
9.
grave and haunt you.
I got a 9.
No.
Hey, Laurel Buds.
What did you roll?
An 8.
Okay, what did our locked up in a random room boys get?
I got a 15.
15? 15? And our Hecate Bard?
An 8.
Yay! We're all doing so bad.
Heck, 8.
Boom.
Okay then. And that's and I need to roll as well because I guess you're here.
I guess you're here. Oh. I just want my he.
You do not know who that is.
I know, and I'm so sad about that.
Okay, first off is this entity who looks at everyone back and forth in this Barkley form, or what was Barkley. I suppose I should set up the map to give you guys a real visual of what is going to happen. Give me about a second.
Guys, we're so screwed.
God, I have no idea who anybody
I have that
is.
one spell. Hold on, let me see if I can move it as like a bonus action or something, because then I can just like scorch everyone and hopefully not kill all of you, but... Yes, I can. I can move it up to 60 feet in any direction. That's good.
I'm really upset and uncomfortable right now.
I don't know, I don't want to know what happens to the guys in the locked room.
They did.
They
Listen,
did.
nothing bad is going to happen to the dudes. Hopefully.
He can use his suplexes to get out. Just suplex one of them through the doorway and break it.
Listen, I will suplex the door itself and use it as a weapon.
German Suplex City.
You don't hear me walking. You hear me suplexing the door up the steps.
Oh God. I'm very uncomfortable with this situation. You guys in the chat, who do you think is going to die?
Well, considering you probably only have like 4 hit points left, it might be you.
I have magic, and I can't be killed. Like, as soon as I drop down to 0, I pop right back up at 1.
True.
I have 2 hit points. Thank you very much.
You just got them back too.
I know I just long rested. I'm so uncomfortable and upset right now.
Gosh, look at all those pieces. Look at all those pieces.
The chat can't
Okay.
see them yet. I haven't queued it up yet.
Oh.
So I was waiting for the board to be complete.
We've lost Sushi again.
At least his
This
doors are
might take
closed. Oh, you guys. Sushi,
Let's see.
I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, bud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 pieces on that board. That makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Feeling a little uncomfy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is.
Sick move, Sushi.
Does anybody have a weird hidden talent?
Oh, weird Helen.
Like, you mean our characters or us?
No, you guys in general.
I
I
can't eat
can.
almost anything. That's my hidden talent.
My hidden
I
talent
can-
is I'm allergic to the world.
Basically.
Yes, Will?
I can spin my right foot 180 degrees.
That's a weird hidden talent.
I don't think I have one.
No. Especially after Shed got dropped on it. But
Well,
no, it's still something I can do.
I can bend my pinky backwards so it touches my hand.
Don't show us.
Why
I know
not?
you're going to.
You guys want
I
to
don't
see?
want to.
Yeah, we want to
No.
see. That seems so cool.
That made me visibly
All right,
shiver.
Will, close your eyes for a second.
I'm not even looking, Chief.
Oh my goodness! It just keeps going.
I'm also double
Wish I
jointed
could
in
do
all of my fingers.
Ooh.
I call them my ET fingers because they look like ET's finger in that singer in that scene where he's like ET phone home.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
ET's phone at home.
This may be your craziest battle yet. Okay, so I will
No.
have to make some definitions.
Oh yeah.
These pawns are the wall, like basically the corners of each wall.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, you have to be within the pawns considered to be the area. I can set it up as such, or I can just use a lost string.
So we're done. So you mean the red pawns? Yeah.
The
Pawns in general.
gray and black
Oh.
pieces.
These beads represent the two tripwires you're uncertain of. This is a representation of one of the goopy creatures that is struck by fire. This is the other aisling, which is currently turning into a goopy creature.
Can you
This is
rotate the
mommy
board a little
goopy
bit?
creature. Yeah, that actually might be
perfect.
smarter.
Thank you. That's the mommy goopy creature? Okay.
Oh yeah, he's now turned into a much larger version of this mockery of what Barney is.
Great. Which one's me?
You
Does that
are.
mean Barney is dead? I'm just kidding.
So is that bead that's right next to me the tripwire that's on my shoulders?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that one's the real one.
Okay.
So, Farkar is first, unless someone else rolled higher.
The creature rolled higher.
Oh, cool! The mommy creature or a different goopy creature?
All of them.
Oh, all of them rolled higher!
Oh,
Oh, cool!
Oh.
All of the goopy creatures
You
rolled
notice
higher.
as this.
Oh, you love that.
This is like the weirdest
mistaken
hentai.
likes.
no one said that until you did.
I'm sorry.
Let's be real here. We all thought it. It's okay.
Thank you, Sushi.
We're all friends here.
Thank you. All right. Oh god, my eye is twitching with the anxiety.
I lost my train of thought there.
All the creatures go first.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll notice that as this entity, this spawn just looks at all of you, you'll find that it's less of us and more of me. As you begin seeing these spinning little bits of string like goop that attaches to very specific individuals, almost translucent, nearly invisible, but now very prominent as they are moving around, much like a snake. And
Is this like the puppet part too?
no, more like a snake.
Are any of them attaching to either tripwire? The one that's on my shoulders.
One on your shoulders.
Ah! It's the wrong one and it's on me!
Yep. You don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means, but I do see the thing.
So it
that's
is
gonna
going
freak me out.
to move into your space just 5 feet. It's going to look in and then look at the three of you. I need 3 of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Me included?
No, sorry, 2 of you. I want you and Aisling to make wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
As he goes, I'd appreciate it if you froze.
Nat 20.
Oh
You might
shit.
resist.
Okay, wait. Which one are we doing? Wisdom.
Wisdom. You're pretty good at that.
Okay. 20 as well, but non-natural.
Okay, you both feel this stopping in you, but you managed to resist the paralysis of hold person. And it's... Well, I guess that wasn't my greatest idea. And the smell of sulfur begins to enter the room as this phosphorus creature begins attack. It prepares for its next attack. However, that brings us to our monk.
Okay, so me and Kate are locked in a room together,
Yes.
right?
Anything can happen.
And,
I can't, you guys.
2 guys sitting in a hot tub 5 feet apart.
Because they're not
Yeah.
gay.
Except that there's weird tentacle monster tentacles in the room with you guys.
They're not tentacles or strings.
You said
oh,
it
so,
was
so
goopy.
an Asian hot tub. Got it.
I said they were goopy. I said they were strings.
You said they were like snakes.
Yes.
The snakes on a string.
Yeah, we can argue the fundamentals of snakes versus tentacles later.
All we need are some ladders.
That's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
I'm crying.
But okay,
I
so
don't know about you. I don't know anymore.
I'm so-
It's your turn.
okay, so assuming that no one has jumped out at us.
No, you're locked in a room.
Alright. Well, we all know what's about to happen. Farkar is going to put his hands together and slow that door. And we are going to blow the door off the hinges.
All right. Roll to attack the door.
Da-da.
Pardon?
That's a 12.
I do not believe 12 will break this door. Or no, you kind of, when your astral arms goes in for the attack and kind of mimics like a broken hand for a second after having hit it.
We can't hear you again. Oh, there you go.
Let's go back in for round 2.
Huh?
No!
Just falls out the window.
No, he was over by the door.
It might take him a sec to reconnect.
I believe he was going to go hit the door anyways.
Probably.
Okay, and brings it to the real Tripwire, who's a bit freaking out. He's going to take his bonus action to disengage.
Oh, Will just messaged. She said he got a 15.
Oh, a 15? Yeah, tell him that hits. Alright, I guess you can tell him this. Alright, I can tell him myself.
Hello?
Technology.
Hello.
Hey!
Hey, yeah, 15 hits. You can roll your damage for that.
Yeah.
Hmm?
You sound like a robot.
Seven?
Oh no, it's the return of the War for
7?
7.
Okay, so yeah, 7 breaks the door. Snaps apart. I'll take you right here so you're not in the way. You have broken the door with about 5 feet of 10 feet of movement. Yep. Anything else? You'd like to go do anything?
I'm gonna pick the door and stop upstairs.
Eh?
You want to pick up the door?
Pick up the door and walk upstairs.
And
You're already upstairs. You're already upstairs.
Oh no.
Okay.
Gotta love technology, you guys.
Don't worry, it'll just cut into our. It'll make up for content. Alright, buddy. Something about picking up a door.
Maybe if he tried keeping his camera off, he might. His voice might.
Maybe. Yeah.
I just messaged him and asked what he wants to do with the door. And then he can respond and he can connect while it's not his turn. I feel bad.
Okay, Tripwire. Real Tripwire. I'm running out of things to actually use as the baddies. So,
Which one is the real tripwire? Let's see.
let's see. What do I got? What do I got?
Clayfire. Will is just moving with the door in his hands as far as he can go towards us.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, he can go into 5, 10. He can get right beside Aisling right there. With the creature right beside him. Well, besides. In the meantime, we shall represent Tripwire with a ostrich.
Woot woot.
Tripwire is now an ostrich.
Oh, he was not the one that was next to you.
Nope, he is not. The one that's on my shoulders right now has stuff. I have tentacles.
Yeah,
now.
there was a. I'm starting to think that these 2 episodes, this one and the last one, should swap titles.
Probably.
Anyways, okay, he's gonna disengage as an ostrich, apparently. 5, 10. He gets beside. He's confused because there's the other him, and then there's the one. He's gonna attack the other him on your shoulders.
I'm just gonna scream because I don't know what's happening and I don't know who these people are. And there's just like a no.
Your memory is starting. Your memory's starting to come back. Like you're starting to recognize faces. It was more of a side effect for a period of time.
Okay.
So you can recognize what you're doing. You're just having difficulty remembering how to cast spells properly and such.
Oh, great.
Oh!
Quick
Anyways.
side note, or side question.
Yo.
How many hero points do we have because we leveled up?
Those are for you to track.
I know, but it's. Do we get more?
Sorry, that was needlessly sarcastic.
It's okay. I appreciate it.
I believe I'd have to double check, but you guys have an abundance of them. I believe you have 5 right now.
We had 6 at our last level.
I'd have to double
okay,
check
that's
on
okay,
that.
that's
But for
okay,
now, I'm
that's
just gonna see what Tripwire is gonna do. So 2, 3, 4, 5.
3. When I have double the amount that I'm supposed to have.
Okay, Tripwire lands 15 points of damage against this creature as he strikes the one on your head.
Woo!
He's like, "Yo, what is this?" Okay. So that ends his turn, which brings it to Sorceress Supreme.
Woot woot. Okay, so because I'm kind of sort of recognizing faces, I'm gonna hope that I understand the big goopy monster that touched me. Is
You can
probably-
definitely tell it's trying to kill you.
Yeah, so that's the one that I'm just gonna focus all of my attacks at that one because I have like tripwire on my shoulders, but also right here, and that's throwing me off, and I don't like that. So I am going to. First thing I'm going to do actually is, and the only thing I guess that I'm going to do is I'm going to cast False Life.
Okay.
So that's 1d4 plus. I'm going to cast it at the 2nd level, so that's 1d4 plus 9.
Yep.
This is my d4. That's a 2. So 9, 10, 11 points of temporary. 11 temporary hit points.
Okay, perfect. You have given yourself 11 temporary hit points.
And then I don't really have anything else that I can do because I just can I with my bonus action can I take the tripwire that's on my shoulders off of me?
Yeah, you could just try and shake him off you.
I'm gonna like just kind of like shudder, like I'm gonna notice this like weird snaky tentacle on me and like shudder and try to like get him off.
This goop just hits the ground and starts forming like the others. He will land out of your space.
Okay. I'm gonna like take my foot and like ew. Like, ew.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn.
Perfect. That brings us to our That brings us to Aisling and Kate.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna be casting Moonbeam, and I'm just trying to decide where I want to focus it. Because it's a 5-foot cylinder. But
Alright, does that come from the sky?
Yes,
Okay.
a 40-foot high cylinder. So
Big monster.
I know. I'm thinking, should I do the big monster or should I focus on getting all the tripwires out of the way?
Here's the thing, because they're all connected to the big monster, I feel like if we kill the big one, they'll all go away.
True.
Especially considering.
Well, Aisling is probably just like really confused and sees the biggest like monster and is like, ah! And just like casts Moonbeam at it. It has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And it takes 2d10 on a failed save or half as much on a successful save.
It's a con save, you say?
Yes.
Okay. It's got a 6, so I believe that fails.
Yes! Okay! I'm so excited. Okay. So if it's
There's this little jar as your moonbeam, as the energy of light just breaks through the top of the roof.
Okay, hold on, let me find my d10. Okay, 2d10s. Hold on. That's a 10. I know what my dice look like. Okay, that's a 10. Okay. Okay, that's 7 points of radiant damage? Yeah, radiant damage.
Okay.
And if it's a shape changer, it makes its saving throw with disadvantage, and if it fails, it instantly reverts to its original form, and can't assume a different form until it leaves the light.
Okay. You notice the light just strikes down, and at this point it takes the 7 points of damage. It doesn't seem its overall form doesn't seem to change from what it was, seeing that it's already in its true form. And this creature is more ooze than shape changer. Its body manifestation is more of a mimic. It's more of a mockery of life rather than an actual copy of it. So. Good thinking. Wrong situation.
Okay, well at least I did
But
some
you
damage.
still did your damage, and it's gonna still hit him afterwards, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bard Extraordinaire.
Sushi.
Hey, Kate.
Kate.
Oh,
You're up.
okay. Now, alright, so I'm gonna leave the room, and then I'd like to cast Crown of Madness on. How far? It's like the room I'm was
right beside you, and then there's the big one right there, and there's also this other one right here. The ostrich is kind of blocking it, the view here.
Alright. So I'll cast Crown of Madness on the one that's next to me.
Okay. What type of save is that?
It is a Wisdom.
Alright. Did get 19.
Ooh. Oh, that sucks. Okay. So that's my one action, right? For my bonus action, I will. Where is it? I will give, for my bonus action, I'll give a Bardic of Inspiration to Farquhar.
Okay, Farquhar, you inspire.
Nubby
Is that your turn? Good. So, that brings it to top of the round. This creature who is seeing all this happening around it. It's just. Let's see here. Okay. It's going to. You notice it's going to. Let's try this instead. And it just. This colorful display of bright lights begins spreading about. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I need you all to make wisdom saves, but you do so with advantage.
You will not get into my brain that
17.
easily.
17 succeeds.
Yes. Can't handle this.
That is a 15.
15 succeeds. Tripwire succeeds.
I don't believe it like that.
What do you get, Aisling?
We can't hear you. I think you said 15.
I got a 17.
You also succeed. Let's see if this was completely useless. What did Hecate get?
Sushi.
I think he's.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, what do you get for your wisdom save? You did have an advantage.
Yeah, do it.
Alright. I got a 1 on the first one.
So anything is a step up from that, just so we're clear. Oh, and it's a 4!
Oh,
no!
The bard just looks at this creature and is like, "Hey, you are now charmed."
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, you're now charmed by this creature, so you cannot hurt it.
Okay.
Is that a concentration spell?
Charm person? No.
It should be. What the fuck?
Is that its turn, or is it...
That's its turn.
Okay, it has to take a Constitution saving throw again.
Alrighty. Fails.
Okay. Okay. 9 points of damage.
This thing should just attack you. I'm not sure why I'm trying to charm you guys.
It's still in the
Me
flames.
captured my heart, so there's that.
I'm just imagining
Okay.
like a bard that like is now pulling something out to sing like.
It is going to move out of the beam and start moving downstairs.
Oh god, okay.
So it's essentially off the map, we'll say, right? Essentially off the map, but you guys technically don't see it. It's here, so 5, 10. It is going down the stairs.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to our monk friend, as I have put down MF.
Okay, so how far, do I know about this big slimy creature existences?
Yeah, you saw the big one.
Alright, can I get to him?
Let's see, how much movement you got?
I have 40 feet.
Just enough movement, yep.
Alrighty,
I
let's...
will have to provoke some opportunity attacks.
You know what? I will take every opportunity attack I can to perform this.
5, 10, 15, 20,
I'll take it.
there. Luckily, it's actually only one. This is one being, so. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does indeed hit.
That is 6 bludgeoning and 7 psychic. Very much similar to the last one.
6 bludgeoning and 7 psychic.
Yep, 13 points of damage.
Alrighty. Okay. So I'm going. How far has the creature gone down the stairs?
Not very far. It's just out of view of everybody else.
Alright, so. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I would like to run at this creature, and before I get to the stairs, jump up and maneuver the door under my feet.
Are you
Like
gonna Legolas it?
Like surf
Yeah,
down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm jumping up at once I get to the stairs, putting the door under me like a skateboard, and trying to land on this creature. Last thing I'm gonna say is don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Make an improvised weapon attack.
Gosh, I hope this works so you're lying.
So yeah, unless you have Tavern Brawler or something, that's just your roll plus your strength.
That is an 18.
18 hits. Okay, it's a door.
A door with a human being on top of it.
Roll a d8, I'll say. D8 plus your strength.
That is 9 points of damage.
Slam into this thing. I just started. You slam into this creature, and like it just like bits of it just splatter against the wall as the door just smashes through and splinters into many pieces. And you say a line, just I have no time for this. That's why. And I was like, that's what I get from getting out once in a while.
No, but do you have time for this? And I'm with a bonus. Actually, I'm going to flurry of blows him.
Variables. Yeah, considering the predicament, I would have considered that a monk attack. Make your attacks.
So first attack is going to be a 24.
That's
Second going to be a 19.
both hit.
That's 13 points damage in total.
Alright. Starting to wheel on this thing. You just absolutely absolutely ramming into it and just punching the being itself, its very existence, away from it. Quite literally, as it is being smacked against the wall in this ooze-like patterns. Okay. Tripwire, who is looking around, is like, he's still mad at the one, like, right beside him, so he's going to use his bonus action to... Actually, he's gonna... Yeah, he'll do that. He'll bonus action disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20. Move all the way around, so he has advantage on his attack. Because flanking. He does hit, so that will be... $12 points of damage from good old Tripwire. And that's his turn. So, that brings us to Sorcerer Supreme!
Okay. How many feet do I have to move to get the creature in my line of sight?
About 25. You'd provoke an opportunity attack. Wait, no. They already did that. So yeah, you'd be fine.
Okay, then I want to get it in my sight.
Yep.
And then I am going to cast Chaos Bolt at the 2nd level.
All right,
So
roll it.
roll for attack. Okay, that is because this is +4, so 22. That hits, right?
That hits.
That should hit, I hope. Okay, so I get to roll 2d8, and because I'm casting it at 1 level higher than the first level, I get to roll 2d6 instead of 1.
So 2d8 plus 2d6. Yep. We know if you get those double d8s,
I do not have double d8s.
probably for the best.
Probably.
What type of damage does it take?
I'm picking. I'm gonna give it cold damage because I'm gonna assume that the psychic damage is probably not great. Probably.
But it's like psychically, it's like linked to each one though, isn't it?
You've chosen cold.
Okay.
Okay. So it's gonna take 7, 10, 12, 15 cold damage.
15 cold damage. You see its body freezes up and it shatters. The pieces of the ooze actually just become bits of almost like a powder as the ice breaks through it. Just it seems to be hating you at this point.
It should. I hate it. It was
Okay.
in my room.
Yeah. Okay. Even with your you're good. Okay, that brings us to our bard and our druid. One of you's charmed.
Okay. Ashley's gonna like look around kind of in panic, and she's like, I don't know who my friends are, I don't know who my enemies are, and she's gonna get really mad, and as she gets mad, she's going to wild shape, and I wish I could turn into a giant eagle, because I saw it, but never mind. I'm going, I know, I would just like break through the building. I'm gonna turn into a wolf, I guess.
Alright.
And I think that's my action, right?
It is.
Okay. And then she's just gonna be like snarling at everyone.
Okay, you transform into a wolf.
Do I get extra hit points? Hold on. I forgot about that.
Yep. You still have concentration.
Oh, I do! I forgot. Whoop whoop. That'll be my turn.
What is that Kate going to do?
Sushi.
So, okay. Oh, alright, there we go.
Yep.
Alright, so for you said so wait, I can't but aren't like the little guys attached to like the bigger thing? So
You're charmed by all of it.
Okay.
You can still help your friends, you just can't.
I'm just trying to figure out how, because I don't really have any spells that just let me help them. I'll use no. How far away is Farcar from me?
He's about 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, there's like about 45 feet.
Okay.
Pretty big tavern.
I will give. Oh, this kind of sucks. Any. I'll give my second Bardic of Inspiration to. Saya.
Good. Saya receives a bardic inspiration. Perfect. Anything with your action? You can dodge if you want. Cast a spell. Just can't hurt the thing.
I just can't hurt.
As far as you're concerned, it's effectively equations. You can, like, yeah, you can't. You just, as long as you don't hurt it or hinder it, you should be fine. But you can still, yeah.
I can't hinder it. Okay.
Not particularly. It's your friendly acquaintance. Why would you do that?
Oh, you mean Purple Blob Jeff? We love that guy.
I know, right? Known him since elementary school.
We go way back.
I think that's gonna be. I mean, I don't. It's like because I'm charmed. If they hit me, when that happens, because if that's the case, then I'll just
by
like.
Rules of charm. According to charm person, no.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'll just defend.
Okay, take dodge action.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. That brings us to top of the round. This creature is looking pretty bad, so the big one's going to sink through the stairs in its gelatinous form as it disengages, and the rest of them are going to. Essentially do similar as some of them start running towards the windows and doors and start crawling through the cracks in the walls. They are all out of the battle.
Is this Ben 10 or something?
Seriously.
It's like oozing through.
I've now realized the problem. I can't punch goo.
See who's starting it. If she's not something,
That's with that. The creature has disappeared into the floorboards and into the wallpaper.
Are we out of initiative now?
As far as you can tell, unless there's anything in particular you want to. Depends. What's your next course of action?
I'm gonna release concentration on my moonbeam.
Okay. You on the roof?
Oops.
Am I cognizant now?
You're gonna suffer some hindrance to your abilities until you take a short rest or a long rest. Other than that, you're fine.
Okay. I'm going to turn to the group and say, I think it's in the cellar. Whichever of you are real, let's go. And I'm going to turn and head down to the cellar.
Okay, you all proceed down to the outdoors. Yep.
I was gonna ask, could I punch a hole in the stairs to see,
You have to go through the entirety structure of the stairs and the floor on the general level. So that might take a little bit of time.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, let's just go into the cellar.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm still gonna stay in my wild shape. I'm not gonna
Wait,
untransform.
when do we get a wolf?
I know, I was just going to say, I'm going to look at Farquhar and go, I thought it was with you.
No, wait, where's Ainsley?
I don't know.
You guys are aware that she can turn into animals.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
I was focused on the fact that I didn't know who people were. And
Tripwire is just like, I'm not dealing with this. You guys, I'm not, no more impersonations for me. I came here to check on my stuff, and apparently it's been blown up, so I'm pretty upset. Oh god, it has my ring.
It's been Tripwire this whole time? Or it hasn't been Tripwire, the thing? Oh,
Well, as far as you can piece together, it was Tripwire
the last time we saw Tripwire.
the last time you saw him before you saw him at the birds.
Oh my gosh, that's been a long
Oh
time.
my god.
Tripwire left after you guys kicked him out of his room. Then he came back today. So you guys move on down to the basement.
Oh god. As we're heading down, I'm gonna call out to Tripwire, and I'm gonna say, "Keep an eye on the stone dragon."
He's coming with you. He's taking his ring back.
Okay, never mind. Ashley, I like that you have a wolf now on the board.
She's just gonna. Oh yeah.
I'm going to replace Tripwire with just a simple bead.
Okay.
Tripwire is this bead. Wolf, who I guess you're going down probably first. You're still charmed, and will be for the next hour.
Oh no.
Cool.
You're just like, okay.
Oh, we're gonna go see our friend? Shouldn't I be leading? I said follow me down into the basement.
I just assumed Sorcerer didn't want to be up front.
I don't, but I'm the one that said it. There we go.
You guys are in the basement.
Okay.
And for a quick sliver in this darkness, you see the creature just moving into this drain in the ground and sink away.
Oh, it's in the sewers.
I'm gonna run up and like sniff the drain and just see like, is there anything like where like any clues as to where it came from? Does it like smell
You
a
sniff the
certain way?
drain and immediately it's just like.
If a wolf could gag, it gags now.
It can.
Basically, this is like.
Yeah, this is not a very clean drain.
Okay, she's
It's
gonna
just
back away
old-
and like her
It's
ears
just
are
old,
flat.
it's just old rum and stuff that has spilled on the floor over a long time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit down on the floor of the basement, not really caring about how dirty it probably is and how much goop there is, and like just arms flat like this, just why is nothing ever simple? Why? I just
Tripwire spends some time looking around. He eventually picks up a small box that has and picks out a ring from it and has like a series of other items in it, and like coins and stuff. And he's like, "All right, there's just copper pieces." And he puts the box on the ground. He puts his ring on. He's like, "Okay,
yeah. You got
I'm more surprised than mad at this point, seeing as we were just attacked by a freaking ooze of horrendous might."
Triple.
Alright,
What was the point of the box in the wall?
in line to
So you're saying something?
We couldn't hear you, Sushi.
Sushi, you muted yourself.
I think he keeps freezing.
Hmm. Alrighty.
The battle's over.
I hate that.
Where did it go, though? Oh my gosh. That's the thing. It could show up any time as any one of us.
It's,
Or Franklin or Jack.
it's in the sewers.
No one drink water.
It's not with the.
That's where you get your water from?
That's not the
No,
water
it
line.
all connects eventually. Like they filter it and everything.
It's gonna go all the way to the rivers and then move its way back into another stream to get into your water. Specifically, your water.
So we can drink it.
My water.
I think Sushi is permanently frozen.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Tripwire and say, where have you been for the past few days?
I have been shopping for certain items that are not easy to come by.
Okay. When's the last time you saw us?
You guys were invading my privacy.
Okay, so here's the thing about that. And then I'm gonna grab Farrar cart and throw him in front of me and go, you can explain. Angry mom
Okay.
again.
Yes, mother.
You have to explain twice.
Uh, long story short, everyone was scared to the room. Found three secret panels on the wall, took them off, found the music box. I closed it and went to go put it back. Kate, on the other hand, decided to find a block of a switch on it, and everything exploded. We put fire out, and the only thing that came out was a ring. Unfortunately.
I see. Well, damn it.
I did try to save everything, though.
It's at this point I'm too confused to be mad. So
You know,
Yeah.
given circumstances, that's...
I don't know why you guys are snooping through my stuff.
I'm sorry.
Listen, they're curious bunch.
I can get that you're curious, but I put that in I put that in a wall for a reason.
Well, we weren't sure if that reason was good or not.
Like, I get it, you don't trust me, but why does that have to do with my own life?
I'm sorry.
I
If
mean,
it's any consolation,
okay,
she was beautiful.
in all fairness, we have gotten off on the wrong foot. I
Okay.
will admit, productions were not the greatest. You were trying to set a giant trap. We accidentally turned the story into a bottomless mud pit.
We didn't.
And then Saya was Saya.
I'm gonna like hover
What he said.
and I'm gonna head upstairs because now I'm pretty sure that this thing is gone and it also has been the bartender this entire time. So I'm gonna go upstairs and behind the bar and pull out like a bottle of wine.
Wait, if it was the bartender though, why would he have like the jewel?
The jewel didn't
It
work,
was-
remember?
That's
Works.
true.
If it was the bartender, then
Worked
what's
on illusions.
Yeah, not goo monsters.
My
Okay.
goonies.
So I have now
Nice.
left. I don't think we're in combat anymore, so I'm gonna take down the combat board.
That's fine.
Okay, so wait and see. On one hand, we get a free looking gem that lets us see through illusionary spells.
Oh no, he
Take it
took it
back.
back.
Shit. Wait, the actual person or the goo person?
The
It
good
was
one.
always good.
It's all good worm here.
Bad news is, well, bad side is, the bartender we knew is goo. Like, the one we knew is goo, and the real Barney is probably dead and gone.
Well, we probably never knew the real Barney. So
You know, I need to quit drinking in the morning.
I'm gonna look at you and go, no, we need to drink more. And I'm just gonna keep like drinking this bottle of wine back that I have.
Okay.
I think this is a chance for profit. We just unequivocally inherited a whole bar.
That we now have to fix.
No, why?
Okay, I mean,
So far you've broken one door and part of the roof.
We have to fix it.
That's about it.
Okay, listen. A door is not that expensive or hard to put on. A roof,
What he said.
but no. right. You know, I'm really glad we aren't deciding to keep a low profile in this city.
I'm gonna glare at you from like over my bottle and go, speak for yourself, and then take another big swig.
It's like it's still a wolf. She's just like curled up under the bar. It's just like, I'm just gonna sit here and try and find comfort.
Like, oh,
You find yet another small box, which seems to be like all the coins that this creature has collected over time, and then a very small piece of paper. In your doggy form, you can't really read it. I guess you can. Yeah, you still keep your mental stats. You can read it. In your dog form, you take a look over, and it's like the will of this bar, basically. Not the will, the deed.
Oh.
Collective.
Long story short, and it's under the name, and under the name, it's just simply after some investigations, it's simply, as far as can be told, there's no official name to it, seeing as this creature had taken this bar out of false identities. So as long as the identity of Barney persists and not the actual person, this bar is under whoever owns the deed.
I'm gonna
We got a bar.
up from where Ashling's. I'm assuming you're nosing at it because
Yeah.
uniform. So I'm gonna pick it up, relay the information to the group, and then I'm gonna shake my head and say, "Well, who wants to hold on to it?"
Farquhar is going to immediately turn to Hecate and go, "Hey, Barney, can I get a drink?"
To which I'm going to reply, yes.
I'm gonna hand it to Hecate and
Okay.
go, "You cannot buy drinks for everyone that's here, though. Only we get to drink for free now. You have become a business owner. This is our income. We are not sharing
I
our
have now.
money to pay."
This is my life's dream culminated into a building.
Oh God.
I'd say with the money left over from what he actually made, you guys be able to pay for all the damages.
Great. Someone has to call Franklin to come fix it.
Figure out where his secret room is.
But hey, at least you know how to identify these things now. You just gotta look for small tethers.
Yep.
You know, this could work out. You know,
You say
Imagine. Just imagining when your missing member comes back. We own the bar!
And the bartender's dead.
The bartender
Yeah.
never existed.
He was a goof all along.
Yeah, so,
He was a
Uh,
goober.
alright, so who wants to be in charge of telling Rem that the bartender never really existed and we...
I think I'm pretty good at breaking bad news.
I don't think it's bad news, and I think that.
You're right. There is only positives here.
Oh,
We
God.
got a bar.
Oh God,
I
I'm gonna
mean-
shake my head at you guys and go. I'm gonna go get Franklin, I guess, so he can fix the bar. And I'm gonna leave.
I'll walk with you.
I'm gonna put my hood up so I'm kind of less seen.
And I just
This brings
walk in
so many
beside you
different
like a dog.
avenues.
Well, I guess I better clean up the remnants of door.
All right.
Unnamed door.
We should
The
rename the
remnants of
bar to the sliding door.
Sliding door. That's great.
All right.
The slamming door, perhaps?
I
flying
think
door?
I think it should be something like the sliding door or the sledding door or the surfing door, to honor Farquhar surfing this door down.
Honestly, the flying door sounds a lot
The
better.
flying door. Let's do
What the
it.
door hits you on the way out.
You guys move out, and with the expenses that have been, with the profits that have been earned, you manage to, I'd say you'd be able to pay Franklin to fix everything, and you get a new sign.
Great. So, Ashling's a dog, and or a wolf, and I am moving with the hood up and cloaked and shrouded, and have her with me as I go.
People are like, is that a wolf? And then they're like, I guess it's just a dog of some kind.
She just like sniffing the air, like, yeah, doggy.
It's dog like for me.
Yeah. It's like I have a sudden urge to attack people.
I'm gonna like see you bare your teeth at someone and take like a piece of parchment and smack you on the nose and go, "No, bad Ashling."
The ears are gonna go flat, and she's gonna go.
Eventually make it to Franklin's.
Great. I'm gonna head on in.
When he opens the door to you guys, he's just like, oh.
Hi, I'm back and dead.
Sure.
Long story short, I know why your cartographers keep disappearing in the sewer, and we now own the slimy snail.
Oh.
We also need you to fix the slimy snail. And we need a new sign that says the flying door instead of the slimy snail.
Right.
And I'll pay you, obviously.
Sure. Walks in, sits at his desk and just rubbing his face.
I'm gonna go walk in and sit in one of the
I
chairs
might
across from
have
him.
found something that could relate to what you were investigating earlier.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna sit down across from him and, like, very attentive.
I'll tell you if you explain how you're solving my issues with the sewers, and then we'll go from there.
I didn't say
But
I was
just
solving
later.
issues.
No, you're. If I'm getting one out of the sewers for you, you're solving an issue for me.
I understand that. I can get that. That's fair.
Meanwhile, Aisling is just gonna kind of walk around the library and just like sniff stuff out. I just want to know if there's anything suspicious. If there's anything sus in this library.
Investigation check.
Okay. I think I have good investigation because I am a wolf. I have advantage. Okay.
What?
Yeah. Keen, hearing, and smell. The wolf has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Wisdom.
And I'm
Investigation's intelligence based.
but it said perception. Okay.
I said investigation.
Yes. Never mind. Guess I'm just regular. Got nothing extra in this thing. Okay, but that's fine. That is a 23.
Ooh.
Definitely a lot of different smells in here that like go beyond just like the smell of paper, smell of ink. You get like this kind of like chemical kind of smells here and there as you're moving over to certain bookcases. You can definitely tell that something is beyond these walls themselves. You like there's like a sniff of air coming that comes from like a passageway of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And you get like two different locations in here they think have that.
Okay.
He's got two rooms.
Can I like denote where that is in my mind so I remember? In case
Yes,
we ever
bookshelf
have to.
1 and bookshelf 2.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay.
Alright, and that's what I'm doing in the meantime.
Okay, so I'm sitting down with Franklin and say basically there is a goopy shapeshifter monster that is impersonating people.
Never heard of it.
You don't have to have heard of it, it just exists.
Well, if I knew more about it, perhaps it would have been beneficial.
That's fair. I apologize for my sassiness. It's been a
It's fine.
hell of a day. Hell of a 24
I can-
hours.
I can tell. Looks at Ashley and just sniffing about. Why do you have a wolf?
It's
She's gonna like turn back and be like, eh.
it's the little airy one. She's a druid, shapeshifting.
Of course.
Because why not?
Why not?
You said that you found information that could help me. Of what we were talking about.
Yes, it's a bit of a stretch, but something.
Okay.
You said there was a constructed relics
Yeah.
There is an old tale of a mighty, much like a living suit of armor. Something Luk, something like that. Anyways, it's supposedly this controllable entity of immense magic power and essentially invulnerability. But as far as I can tell, if it is due to be destroyed, it creates a destruction of catastrophic proportions. Yes, thank you. And its pieces are then scattered.
Okay. What of who scattered them?
The creature, the being itself, it just manifests its pieces about after being destroyed.
Dragon Ball Z style. We're gonna go fight all the Dragon Balls. Pieces are. Do you know of a way for us to track the pieces?
If Black is having trouble finding them, I'm not sure how you would be able to.
I'm crafty.
Suppose it would have to be luck or random piece of information that just happened to work out. So, luck.
Okay, look. Random pieces of information. Okay.
Investigation work, essentially. Maybe take a different approach than Black.
Yeah. Can I want to make a check to make sure that he's giving me all of the information that he found on it.
Okay. Make an insight check with a minus D4. You're still suffering from your memory.
Key. With a minus D4. Okay, so that's a 16 minus 2 is 14.
Nothing you can really get off of him. You feel like he might know something more, but even he may be just refraining. He might just be refraining from telling you because he's not entirely certain. He doesn't want to mislead you.
Okay. Okay, knowing that, I'm going to ask him, is there anything else that you think you might know? Even if you're unsure of it. Any bit of information at this point is crucial. Whether it's, you think, relevant or not. Do we make a persuasion on that?
Pretty good.
My persuasion's pretty good. I lied. It's a 2. My performance is better. Okay, so that puts me at a 15.
He's definitely considering it.
I'm gonna, alright, here we go. I'm gonna lean over the desk and give him one last, like, please.
If I had to guess, whatever he's searching for would be scattered along a borderline, probably between Maje, Glotwania, and a third province. I wouldn't be certain which one, though.
What were the 2 provinces again?
Maje and Glotwania, and then he said potentially a third province. So that more or less gives you 1. That essentially gives you 8 or so options, and they're all... Wait, no, not 8 or so. It has to be around there. That's too much. 1...
Oh boy.
About 2 options you have. One of them would be connected to Rompound, and the other one would have to be an unexplored area, which is highlighted in white.
Got it.
And that's just him speculating.
Okay.
What the dog's barking about?
That's good information. Okay. Thank you, Franklin. I'll be sure to solve your cartographer problem.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna whistle. Aisling, come on, let's go.
She's no longer a wolf.
Oh, when did that happen? Oh, I didn't hear you. I can't hear you.
I muted myself again. Basically, I'm just gonna like pop up and be like, okay.
All right, great.
Okay.
Thank you, Franklin. Then we're gonna head back out, shout up, and since you're no longer a wolf, I'm gonna tell you like you should walk a few paces in front of me.
Okay. While I'm walking in front of her, I'm gonna be I'm going to ask her, why do you wear that headband?
I'm gonna kind of look around and be like, we can talk about these things as we get closer, but for now, ignore my presence.
Fine.
Eventually, yes, eventually you guys make it back to see the tavern with the sign with the slimy snail being removed
As Kate and Farcraw are like lining up the proportions of the building, as a new sign, which is about to be painted, is being placed on above the door, with a bunch of very confused-looking halflings with a lot of paint at their feet. And with that, the end of the slimy snail and the beginning of the flying door. As we're going to end this session.
Guys, we have a home!
Oh, gosh.
We have a home! We still need to figure out a group name, though.
Yeah, we gotta work about that. If anybody has any suggestions, feel free to put them in comments or in the Discord, things like that.
Alright, well, that's right. So, thanks everyone for coming. As I said before, we do have a Discord and a YouTube channel that has all the highlights from the previous sessions. And if you pop in the Discord, you'll be able to talk to everyone here and see great artwork that details the world with history and with the recaps. So with that being said, bye!
Bye!
Bye-bye.